Hello, hi. Those of you watching this on catch up, just gonna get the link out to a few people. And there she is. Okay, so Zamo is just gonna request to join me. Jock, hello. Wanneer kom kuier jy? Is jy al so lank jy gaan kom kuier? Lisa, hello. Hello. The Vol, hello. Coach Joe, hi Leafy, how are you? Hey Caitlin, hey babes. Just waiting for Zamo to request. Tick. And then you guys all get to meet Zamo on my platform, which is really, really exciting. I think that a lot of you will really just adore her and be super inspired by what she has to offer. Hi, Kath. Welcome. We are going to be having a lekker chat, getting to know Zamo, those of you who don't, and hope we get the live going. And in the meanwhile, I am going to tell you a little bit more about the yoga sessions this week on Jeff. So it will be on Thursday morning and Saturday morning, and it's going to be Challenge Your Balance. Which is always a fun one. Core connection, core stability, and having a little bit of fun. Life is so serious all the time that sometimes it's good to just fall over and laugh at yourself. There we go. Got your request, Zamo. Oh, guys, my phone is very precarious position. I was having a laugh about it yesterday at like the towers and things involved. Zamo!
Hello.
Yay!
How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I am well, thank you. Other than the technology trying to make me look incompetent. But other than that, all is well.
I think it's just like one of these days, like so many people I've spoken to has just said like technology is not working for them today. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's the rise of the Transformers, evidently, because it feels like it's been one of those days. It's been one of those days.
Retrograde.
I mean, things are happening and I'm just like, oh no, are they taking over now? Is this how things are starting? So, yeah.
It's the beginning of the end.
We shall prevail.
Yeah. Oh, Zamo, thank you for making the time to be here. I know you've trapped your little one in the bath so that he can be
I did,
busy.
I did. He's supervised, by the way. Let me just make sure he's supervised. But the only way to make sure that he doesn't pop in here and go, hi, and like bounce along is to trap him in his bath with his toys.
Just redirect the attention.
Exactly. Because first he was like, okay, will you do it while I'm in the bath? I'm like, but I don't trust you. You're not going to be quiet. He goes, oh, well, I promise. I'm like, your promises are empty sometimes.
Cute man. Oh no, mom life is no joke. I have had some serious, like, it's so funny because obviously I just got married in May, and like, the little, oh, we're gonna have babies conversations come up
already.
Yeah, well, I mean, like we've been together for like 5 years, and like we've always known we both want children.
Okay, so now people are like, okay, you've got the one thing out the way. What's next?
Yeah, and then I was like,
they won't even let you breathe.
And then I was like, you know what? Actually, I think I'm ready. And then I got 2 puppies, and I was like, full on no. No.
See, but this is my outlook though on fur baby parents, right? I feel like from the get-go, you guys have it like next level, because those babies, when they're born, can move. At least with mine, she's pretty, like where I leave her, I'm going to get her. In your situation, you're going to look left and then look right, and then they're not there anymore. So and they have teeth. Mine, I'm still dealing with gums. So,
but when you deal with the teeth, it's going to be wild.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I mean, she's teething now, so.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, it's not your first rodeo, so I'm sure you've got this. And on that note, Zamo, to those of you who are here, welcome, and thanks for joining. I think, Zamo, the best way to start this is just if you want to introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about your upbringing, your background, your, anything that you feel you want to share with us. A little bit of, I know you are very well qualified as well, which excites me. So yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, okay, so I'm Coach Zamo. So there we got that out of the way. And basically, I studied sports science. So I'm a sports scientist, but I double majored. So I majored in physiology as well as psychology because I think like the fundamental thing, especially with my one-on-one clients, the biggest thing that I always say is, yes, the physical aspect is important and it's great, but my passion is in the mental journey as well. And I kind of had that passion younger. I didn't actually know that it didn't come into fruition as much as it has now then, but evidently inside I knew something was brewing. So I just majored in psychology as well and learned a lot through that. And it was just it was absolutely amazing and empowering in it. So I think that's pretty much like my passion. And then growing up, 3 siblings, I am the baby, but I'm also like the oldest because I'm the first one that's married. I'm the first one with kids. So I just was like, listen, I was born last. I'm doing everything else first. Thanks.
Amazing. And tell me a little bit more growing up. I mean, to go into sports sciences, what was the drive behind that? Was it?
Oh, see, now that was a little bit interesting. So when we were growing up, it was always like there was sports around, there was arts. I mean, I did plays, not even just in school, like outside. I was in arts and culture.
I didn't know this about you.
Yeah, what? I was asked to go overseas, and my parents said no. But anyway.
Parents.
Education first. No, they were right. Education important. So it's okay. But so that was pretty much like I was exposed to a lot of things growing up. And then we got an opportunity to move to Norway because of my dad's work. He was in the petroleum industry. And so in Norway, exciting stuff. Part of the curriculum is being exposed to as many sports as possible.
Wow.
So I went through the ringer with all types of sports. And then, I was watching gymnastics on TV, and now I had the opportunity to do gymnastics. And I was like, oh my gosh, how exciting. And realized my body doesn't move that way. So it took me about a week of gymnastics, and they like throw you in it. We're already doing cartwheels and all of that. And I was always like thinking, we're going to start with bolamakisi's. It's going to be cute, No, they're just like backhand spring tucks. And I was like, what about my neck? No. I was like, no. I attempted it, to which then I realized this body said, no, thank you. And then I think that was like the catalyst to kind of get me to understand the fundamentals of the movement. Those that cannot do sometimes are better off teaching. So then that's how I kind of got into like loving all these sports and realizing that I don't have to do all of them, but it's always nice to kind of know what they are and then empower myself in that way.
Amazing. But that's so funny. My sister and I actually also did gymnastics when we were very, very little. I think my mom got us in there when we were like, I don't know, like 5 or 6. And
but that's good. You must start.
Yeah, but we had like a really hectic trainer. He was from Russia actually. And I remember one day my sister said something to my mom like, oh, but if we're naughty, then like you're gonna get pulled by your hair or something. And my mom was like, why would you say that? And she's like, oh, that's what they do at gymnastics. Like if you don't.
And your mother said, not today.
And my mom was like, my children are never going back to gymnastics.
I would also, I'd probably catch a case. Why is he pulling you back? Oh no,
it was hardcore. It was like Russian military training for children.
But I mean, pulling your hair though, and your kids too. Oh no, this mama would have caught a case.
I mean. But anyways, okay, gymnastics. Then into sports sciences, and then where did you go from there?
Okay, so then I did did my honors in high performance, and then while I was actually studying, I also dabbled in disabilities, which was one of the spaces, and then I got like my interest in some autism and that kind of stuff. So that did all of those things. Even also because I'm one of those people that's like, just because you assume I'm not going to do it, I'm going to do it. And yes. I got my IRB level 1 certification. Can you believe that? International rugby. I did that, but the only reason that I did it was because when we were in the lecture hall, the gentleman that came to present it said, "This is only for the boys." And I said, "Not today. I'm going to do it." So I literally said, "I would like to do it." And she got it. That was like
And
my
she
best thing.
got
My
it.
pride. My pride was that I was the only girl or female there. And I was like, no, I won't let this be. So anyway, did that. And then got into personal training after school. Or after varsity, got into personal training because I didn't want to be in the lab. Actually, that was like my thing. I was like, I'm not ready to be in the lab. I want to socialize with the people. I want to apply, that knowledge that I've gotten. I want to work with the people. I want to work with the people. And
I want to work with the
start
people.
changing. Exactly. And start changing lives in that way. And then it just grew. And then blessings with lockdown and all those things. Jeff. And that's basically where I actually really feel like I found my purpose. I think that's the biggest thing. Like when I was personal training, it was beautiful. It was very fulfilling. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't able to reach the vast numbers of people that I've been able to now. And the opportunity and the privilege to be able to empower so many human beings just by health, both physically and mentally, winning. Absolutely winning. Because that's where my passion is. Just to combine my two joys. And just help people.
Bring it all together.
Yes.
And I mean, you've been with Jeff for quite a while now, and worked with quite a lot of clients, and it's been on the premise of our one-on-one offering,
Yes.
which is working really close one-on-one with an individual who is looking for guidance in their nutrition, in their lifestyle, yes, in their fitness as well. But like you say, so much more than that. And so through all of that, there's the new birth of your amazing new program. And I would love for you to tell us a little bit more about that.
Right. Thank you very much. So my passion project is the 90-day program of Learn to Prioritize Yourself, which I have learned through my almost now 2 years with Jeff, is something that a lot of us lack. Yes, there is intent, because obviously when you get to a point where you're like, I want the guidance and the assistance in getting my health and my fitness right, you are looking at yourself. Like, you see yourself and you see that's what you need. But it's the mental journey of what it means to be able to give that to yourself. And it's not just about having a person monitor when you exercise and when you eat. But for me, it's always been when I've been coaching with my coaching, is helping people understand why they are doing this for themselves. And when you understand your why, it just flows because you become even more empowered. Your value, you see yourself in every day, in every workout, in every meal. And then it's just that empowerment. And that's where my 90-day program kind of has been created for people that find like they aren't grounded. They feel like they're just giving, and they don't like, they feel like they have no more to give, but just continue to give. So then you start giving the cup and all of those things. And just finding a way to, yes, give you that nutrition and that exercise component as well, because health is wealth, right? So getting that, but also then allowing you to ask yourself the important questions that are going to solidify your value of yourself. And then what that means, because it's one thing to do a self journey, right? To be like, yes, I want to exercise and eat. And that's just you. It doesn't really affect other people. But when you prioritize yourself, it affects other people because you learn the power of no. You learn the power of what you're willing to put up with. Yes. You learn about what you're willing to put up with, what you're not willing to put up with. And with that empowerment, it's going to cause some conversations with people, but it's important conversations, because anybody that does not want you or encourage you to prioritize yourself is not for you.
Yeah. And
that's the power of the course.
Chatting. I just need to run because my power bank
battery's about to.
So I need to quickly grab it.
There we go.
It's technology.
Rise of the machines.
I mean, and so Zamo, what I think would be very interesting to know for people is, what does that exactly entail? What can they expect on a day-to-day kind of basis?
Right. Okay. So one of the big things also that I've realized, or also also because I'm a mom of two and time is precious, but also time for myself is also very precious. So I've worked it in such a way that the program does not require you to do something specific every single day, because time is a luxury. But every week you start off with a question that you need to focus on, ask yourself, assess, think about, and reflect on. And each week there is a question that helps you take a step closer to you. And that's basically what it is. And there's also reflections in there. It's not necessarily just homework. It's just taking the time, being asked a certain question somewhere in the week about what have you done for yourself this week that doesn't involve other people.
Yeah.
And just asking that question forces you to think about how you might realize it's Thursday already and you actually have not had a moment for yourself at all. And then that one Thursday turns into a week, a month, you know, and then
quickly
you're just
before
further
you know
and further
it.
back. Yeah. And then next minute you're like, who am I? What makes me happy anymore? And that's the kind of questions that I bring in. What makes you happy? Who are you now? One of my favorite questions that I ask is, what version of yourself would you be if you gave yourself the energy you give to other people? Yeah. So I don't know if you can hear my baby crying there in the background. She saw me. So
literally just like sees the mom, feels
literally,
the mom.
I mean, you just walk and then she's like, oh, there she is. Why are you not holding me?
But I mean, I think
she'll be okay.
You know, this is the reality is, you know, everyone's got a million things going on. It's life, it's work, it's kids, it's family, it's, you know, it's everything else.
It's everything except you.
It's everything except you. And, you know, I often feel like I'm someone who's like, I've got like self-care down. I've got like the me time thing down. And then, like you say, like, I'll actually get to a moment where it is proper me time and I'll be like, wow, I haven't actually felt this in a while.
Yes, but and you think you're ticking the boxes doing these little things. But I think also the thing that I've realized is the one thing that's always, I remember I was having this conversation with my sister and I was like, no, this is not true. Where she's like, yeah, but I mean, like, for mothers, isn't it like having a shower is like me time? I said, what? I said, no, it is a necessity and it is a right. It has nothing to do with self-care. I mean, are you telling me my husband gets to shower every single day without interruption? Does that mean that he's self-caring? No, he's just doing the basic daily things. Why is that all of a sudden now because I'm a mother? It's self-care. I said, no. Then no, it's not. It's not. Do not, like, because then the excuse is, no, but you had a shower today. Well done. You did the self-care. No, I had a shower today.
Had a shower.
That's one thing I've done.
Oh my goodness, that is someone. You are so funny. You are so funny. It's, you know, you are such a light, and I think the thing that I appreciate the most about you is just your authenticity and your honesty and your no bullshit approach. Yet you still have this really big heart and so much kindness and so much love to give, and it's so apparent when you talk about like something like this new program. And I think often, you know, people see like programs being put out, courses being put out, but they don't really realize what it takes to happen behind the scenes. There's quite a lot of moving parts, and we pour a lot of our soul and our hearts into it. So I really believe anyone who signs up for this with you is really in for an incredible 90 days. And, you know, it's they say, what's the saying? It takes 30 days to start changing a habit. It takes 60 days for that to feel normal. And then it takes 90 days for it to kind of really be
like solidify.
And, you know, in the end, and you'll know this, it's all about changing the neural pathways. And unfortunately, when you've got neural pathways that have been working in one way for so long, it's really hard to change it. And that's why there are people like you around who know how to help people to do that.
No, 100%. It's a passion. I think that's the biggest thing, is that it's such a pleasure to be able to navigate these steps with people that are ready and that want it. And the biggest thing, I think the thing also, because people are just like, how would I do it? I don't even know how I would even begin to think of where to start to prioritize. All you need to do is want it. Yeah. That's the first thing. That's where the power is to want it. And then you take the steps.
And just keep coming back to that why. Keep coming back to, why did I start this? Why did I start this? Why did I start
and
this?
Also, it's okay for your why to change as you
100%.
Ask yourself those questions. That's the thing that people think that once you figure out your why, that's it. No, because what happens is it's like a journey, right? as you navigate and you're looking around and you're seeing what you're seeing, you start to change. Like, for example, if
Yes.
you plan, let's say I'm going from A to B, but you see a board of something exciting that's going to take you to E. Who says you can't venture that way and go towards E, but you're still moving forward, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Eventually, that's the thing. It's like a Y can move and meander with how you
Yes.
feel the closer
Yes.
that you're getting to a certain
Yeah.
point. So don't feel like just because of what you're feeling now, that's it. And if you don't
Mm-hmm.
feel that way anymore, it means your journey ends. No, you just meander, you
Absolutely.
move. It's ever changing as you as a human being are ever changing.
Exactly. And your priorities and your values change, Someone who's a mother has very different priorities and values to someone who's not. And so
Yes.
if you've got this goal and you're reaching it and then, suddenly you're a mom, it doesn't invalidate what they were, but you are allowed to change, and you are allowed I always say to people,
Yes.
you are allowed to change your mind at any
Yes. My
time, at
dad.
any
Oh,
point.
my dad has the best thing. He always says, "What's the good of the mind if you can't change it?" I'm like, "What, Dad? Okay."
Preach, preach, preach,
No, he's clever,
preach.
that guy.
No, that is epic, and I think that's a beautiful way to close this. I know you've got two little ones. I know you've had a long day, but anyone who's got any questions, please pop Zamo a DM, pop me a
Yes,
DM.
please.
There are limited spots
Mm.
because she is only one human. she unfortunately can't take on 1,000 people. But yeah, if you're more interested in it, please reach out. If you've got someone who who will benefit from this, reach
Yeah,
out.
please. Yeah.
We can get in touch with them. Sometimes all it takes is one little conversation or a little bit of
Yes.
someone seeing you for you to go, oh my word, I can do this and I'm worthy of this and I
Yeah.
deserve this.
True. Absolutely true.
Yeah. Any closing words for us, Amor?
I mean, it's generally my go-to statement all the time because it has power and it's true. But it's also the focus of what I want my clients, both 90 days or in any shape or form, to always take with them is to keep your eye on the prize, and that prize is you.
Oh, that is so beautiful. That'll
It's my
like make
go-to. It's
me.
my it's
Oh,
my best thing. It's my absolute best thing.
that's really beautiful. Like I should write that like on my bathroom mirror.
See, do it,
Oh,
do it.
that's beautiful.
It's it's definitely life changing to think of
Yeah,
yourself as that, and to
yeah,
tell yourself daily, I am worthy, I am a prize.
yeah. Samo, you are just incredible, and I'm really glad that we could have this little chat. It is going to be saved, and we can reshare it. And yeah, if anyone has questions, let us know. Thank
Yeah.
you for joining. Have a beautiful
Thank
Monday
you,
evening,
thank you.
everyone. And I'll see you all at yoga on Thursday.
Yay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.